Hello, this reading is going to be a short reading on Nolan Wells. Okay, so for the dice, the tool that came out is a tome, an ancient book. I don't know if this is the boat manual, a phone book, or another book. Then came out the monster. Then the monster, unmask, the mansion, which would be the boat, a dream, voodoo curse, and the psychic medium. So there's a lot of sorcery, dark magic, sacrifice, business stuff going on here. I'm going to put those to the side. So this came out, the Anarchist. It's showing, which I don't think I noticed before, and bound, trapped, but this is the Six of Cups. I'm just going to go through what came out so far. This, and it says looking away. Yeah, relax, looking away. So I don't know if he was looking away and got ambushed, got taken, got sideswiped. I don't know why I said that. But then this came out because I wanted more clarification. The Justice. Now, I don't know much about this case. I just clicked on one of the YouTube channels with lots of views, and I was like 5 minutes in, but the lady started off with one of the kids' mothers is a judge, I believe, allegedly. I think that's what I got. Okay, I'm going to go through this really quick. Not really quick, but I'm going to go through this. So what happened? Six of Cups, he knows, has history, a relationship. This seems like I'm friends with Tim for years, and I'm also friends with Jake. Tim and Jake don't know each other, but I end up introducing them, so now Jake has become Tim's friend in a certain way. So it seems like a friend introduced a friend, and then two friends became friends, but there was an ulterior motive. That's what I'm getting. Alright, let me go. Nolan, what happened? Six of Cups. Oh. The Page of Swords in reverse. And the Star. I did get two more cards out. I got this one, and it wasn't telling me any meaning behind it. To get the definition, it just took too much. But the kitchen sink, garbage disposal, maybe something in the drain. But then I tried to get another one to see if it would give me a Google definition, and deception came out. And this guy's also tethered. And a black guy on a boat is, just as common as this astronaut paragliding. So I don't know exactly what that means, but okay. So what happened? Page of Swords in reverse. Nobody trusts you. Everyone knows you're a cheat and a braggart. Your indiscretions are well known. Nobody trusts you. Just trying to check something out. Let me go here. One second, please. Yeah, Page of Swords in reverse. Nobody trusts you. Everyone knows. You're a cheat and a braggart. Your indiscretions are well known. Who is this? Who is this? Who's the Page of Swords in reverse? Self-made, VIP, mogul, entrepreneur. So somebody's Nepo baby, somebody that's inheriting something. Somebody that he's had a friendship bond with for a while. I did want to go here. Who is this Page of Swords in reverse? Oh, look at fucking this. Secret Society, which is why I grabbed this card, this deck in particular. Wow, the Freemasons deck. And this is a whole different deck. Freemason, Secret Society. What is that? Camorra? I don't know what that is. And Roscarian. Roscrucian? I was just going for here. So this, I'm not going to read all of that because that's what I'm doing, past life readings. Somebody that's a Freemason. VIP, self-made, judge. Let me read this. And then I'll get one of these. The anarchist represents a transformative phase, whether it occurs rapidly or gradually, leading to positive or negative outcomes. Favorably speaks of progress. If it's favorably, it speaks of progress and advancement, rebellion against a stagnant status quo. It embodies the idea of fundamental change being instigated. It embodies the idea of fundamental change being instigated by someone whose convictions are being challenged. I'm getting a know your place boy thing. So, somebody that he has a relationship bond, not just somebody he met, who's not a good person, in a secret society, has money, has him stuck, wants him to know his place and stay in his place, and there's a certain wish behind this. Nolan, what is this? It's impossible. Let me get the bottom. Nolan, what happened? Hidden. Okay. All right. Where's this book? Okay. Tell me about what was it missing? No. Okay. This card represents youth, purity, beauty, sensuality, disinhibition, and harmony with nature. Rudeness will always bend before innocence and beauty. In partnership with Masonic symbolism, the card identifies with the apprentice who at the time of initiation was stripped of his clothes in a ceremony symbolizing his renunciation of social roles and material possessions to enter the fraternity of the lodge and its teaching. Beside speaks of a female at night, element water, vital projection, feelings. But that's not where I was going here. What is... the sacred delta. An equilateral triangle inside which is an eye. Where is that thing? Is that what that is? I know I saw that they had all the tools. Please give me a minute. What is this thing? A level? The scales are here. Represents the connection that must exist between heaven and earth. It also symbolizes the ascent, the elevation of consciousness for the Masons who, in their evolution, will join the supreme spirituality that is normally represented by the figure of the sacred delta. Book of Sacred Law. A symbolic book that represents wisdom, usually shown with its pages open. It is located on a table or altar inside the temple. Whenever the ritual session starts at a lodge, the book must be opened and the square and the compass put on their pages. Page of Swords, he's got the book open. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. I know I saw a thing with that. So this is an initiation ritual that one of these young men that was with Nolan had to do in order to gain his rights or whatever this madness is. It's impossible, psychic, supernatural power, superhero, logic, fake footage, levitation, telepathy, wizardry, poltergeist, SFX, natural laws, credible witness, magic trick, miracle, demonic possession. And bird, Hitchcock, early bird, parrot, fossil, eagle, bird's eye view, ugly duckling, jailbird, falcon, dinosaur, kill a mockingbird. Interesting. Swan song, night owl, flying bird watcher, homing pigeon. Okay, this, and that is more interesting because there's more birds here. So somebody was on the lookout. This card is relax, looking away. Speaks of the month of January. It would be the third week of January. Somebody could have been, that could be someone's birthday. Dave. I don't know if there's a Dave involved. So it says a couple of cranes came from the mountaintop and are having free and relaxing moments looking far away. It seems like they are friends to each other. Snowing stopped and they seem to finally enjoy the relaxing moment, forgetting about the past troubles. They even seem to enjoy looking down at the scenery that only the person in the top can see. The wisdom of having a rest on every corner may be more important in a long trip. Anyway, what is needed in the long way of life is to find your own rhythm, and if there is a friend, it will be a perfect comfort. Depending on the viewer's eyes, the crane sitting down may be a follower, not a friend. Either way, loneliness can be forgotten just by not being alone in a long journey. So was there a drone or a seaplane or something kind of like people on the lookout, but also a drone on the lookout, somebody in a boat on the lookout? Okay, more moment of relief. Even in the midst of suffering, you can see a break for a while. So why does this sound like repetitive torturer, a break, more violence and torture again? Finally, enjoy the leisure time. There is a little pleasure. Go up to the place where others look up to. However, the power and concentration is not very long. For the future, you should not be distracted by a moment of relaxation. Do not miss something important in a moment of time. Hidden camera. What's hidden? Hidden lookout, hidden watcher, hidden plan. Okay. Let me get some stickers, especially on this. Nolan. What happened? Something about when the sun was setting. I see Tom and Jerry, which means a long, supposed to be friendship. Ace of Wands in reverse. One more. 23 in reverse. You belong with me. Chithlu, which is always evil. Tom and Jerry, a quill. Hold on, that's a second feather. Whoever this is, if they can get to his phone, made a mistake. Sent out some message. Let me check Ace of Wands in reverse. Fall, decadence, ruin, perdition, to perish, also clouded joy. Eight of Wands in reverse here. Setbacks, lack of energy, feeling uninspired. Okay. What's this? Miami? Okay, where was I going with the margarita? 23 is the plower. So somebody that could have a farm, live on a farm, come from a farm family, farm community. I'm reading 8. Justice, the arcanum of job, sufferings, tests, and pains. Justice, the 8th arcanum signifies strong ordeals. It is rectitude. Justice, equilibrium, one must seek for performing good deeds at any cost, because the masters of medicine, when in regards to someone who is sick and is dying, always intend to save that person, because this is the law. They accomplish the duty of performing good deeds. The initiatic ordeals are enclosed within the 8th arcanum. The quote is, "Thou shalt edify an altar within thy heart, but thou shalt not make an altar of thy heart." Don't put yourself above me. It guarantees retributions, punishments, and rewards, gratitudes and ungratefulness, compensations for given services. Give me one card about this. What about justice? The 8 of Swords. So somebody's now weak and trapped in a mental prison, or was this Nolan? But he's no longer here, so he wouldn't have to be thinking 2 8s. 2 8 signifies new news. Night. 2 8s. New knowledge. What is that new knowledge? What is the new knowledge? Let me go here. In the verse. Power, mystery, intuition. Now that's 4 8s. Holy crap. Where is it? Remember that night. 2 8s. 4 eighths, a reverse. What got reversed? What got reversed? And what's the knowledge? Ooh. Okay, and what's the knowledge? Ooh. What is this? So reversed. The knowledge is, so 2 eighths before this came on board. A shock. Weak. Not able to stand up or defend himself. Then restrained. Not paying attention, looking away, and then something happened. And then the Emperor. What got reversed? The Emperor. Somebody... This isn't those 3 boys that were on the boat. There's a man. A tyrant. Maybe a bigot. There is a man. Not those younger men that were on the boat with him. Somebody higher. What about this Emperor? A white American. Okay. What about this Emperor? Emperor in reverse, so... Glasses. Who is this girl? Effort. Could begin with the letter L. So was he dating one of these guys' sisters, friends? The father didn't approve. It's one thing to hang out with them, it's another to date them, I'm getting. Give me one more. And he's got a shield, crest. A Knight of Wands, a young man, a lover, with dark hair and blue eyes next to, I don't have a Knight of Pentacles. Do I have another Knight in here? Nope. Okay, what about this guy? So I've got a young man, probably under 20. Oh, God. Meek, quiet, gentle, submissive. Knight of Wands. This actually could be Nolan, even though he doesn't have blue eyes. Quiet, gentle, submissive. If he's restrained. Okay, I don't like where this is going. I have a Page of Swords, who's probably under 20. This could be Nolan because he has a fire sign, doesn't have to be. And then an Emperor who's older. So we're talking about 3 different age sets here. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to get out a couple more stickers. The letter Y could be relevant. And then I'm out. This seemed like a planned sacrifice. more. Okay. All right. Gaza, Egypt, the star. The pyramids, which I don't think are here. No, I do mean to keep putting it there, but I forgot. Jeepers Creepers, Dennis. Jeepers Creepers 3. Colorado State Capitol. Bougie. Some kind of candle. Hungary, I think. I don't know. Witches love to read. A candle there, a book there, 4 of Wands, somebody's home. Something about somebody's house or home. And then a tugboat. Boat, travel, movement, subconscious. Books, growth, learning, knowledge. Yeah, this seems like an initiation ritual. Okay, thank you. Allegedly.